Hello and welcome. This is Aneja and you are watching Krishijagran Business, the platform that brings you all the information from the agri world. Let's begin with the headlines. Centre allows sales of insecticides through e-commerce firms. Farmer leaders seek a Prime Minister's intervention on genetically modified mustard. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman claims that during pre-budget consultations, enough opportunities were given to the trade unions to present their views. Centre must present the correct information to Supreme Court on GM mustard, says scientists and activists. Two-day third global vertical farming show hit the floor today. Much awaited Unipaths India IPO opens tomorrow. India's seafood exports set to miss the $8.86 billion target. IIL and CIFE tie up to develop the fish vaccines. The upsurge in red chilli prices, which are at a historic high, continues. Horticulture farmers to get interest-free loan up to Rs 3 lakhs in Chhattisgarh. Farmer travels 415 kilometers to Bengaluru to sell onions and get Rs 8.36 for 205 kgs. Karnataka government releases Rs 10 crore for anti-pest operation. Excess rainfall hits the sowing of rabicrop in Karnataka. Food tech venture pluckk logs $5 million revenue in January and October. Spices Exporter Forum appoints Sanjeev Bhist as the new chairman. UK committed to new free trade deal with India, says UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak. Now the news in detail. With the centre permitting the selling of insecticides through an online retailer, the country's online agrochemical trade is about to take off. In addition to the giants, the interest of e-commerce behemoths like Amazon and Flipkart, among others, the centre's most recent step is anticipated to assist agrochemical producers in setting up their online platforms, as per the analysts. Also, as per a notification which was issued by the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare on 24th November, a licensee during the currency of license may undertake the sale of an insecticide through e-commerce entity for supply of insecticides to the doorstep of the farmers, and license shall comply with the provisions of Act and rules that were made there under for the time being in force. Even as the Supreme Court has agreed to hear the matter regarding the environmental release of the country's first genetically modified food crop, several farmer leaders have sought the intervention of the Prime Minister to stop the field trials of GM mustard variety DMH11 and also the withdrawal of the government's approval. A joint letter signed by Yudhvir Singh and Rakesh Tiket of the Bharatiya Kisan Union, Atul Kumar Anjan of the All India Kisan Sabha, Rampal Jat of Kisan Mahapanchayat and Jogendra Singh of BKU Ekta, among others, was sent. Trade unions claimed that they were not given enough time to express their opinions during the pre-budget meetings, but the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has denied the claim. Since November 21st, the discussion with various stakeholders have been held virtually in 8 phases by the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. She had a consultative meeting with the representatives of labour organizations, including the unions. All of the groups were requested to provide their thorough proposals in writing so that they could be properly considered. Without favouring any group, each group was given 75 minutes exact, and each speaker was allowed 3 minutes to highlight the key ideas in their suggestions. However, on Monday, post the meeting, union representatives said that the time was too short to share their views. A day ahead of the Supreme Court hearing on a petition against the testing of GM mustard, a group of scientists and activists urged the centre to present the correct information before the top court, alleging that the centre's affidavit on the matter was an attempt to mislead the court. They said that the centre should be transparent in its filing, since the issue concerns the life and livelihoods of all citizens of the country. Third global vertical farming show is hitting the floor right now. The show is a highly anticipated and revolutionary event, with the previous 2 editions being a global success and also taking into account the recent developments in the horticulture industry of India. Following the conclusion of the previous one in Dubai, this time it's happening on the 29th and 30th November 2022 in New Delhi in Welcome Hotel by ITC in Dwarka. The show organizers Tab Group is excited to onboard some of the top international companies like Coliplast, NutriFresh Farms, Jain Irrigation System, Urban Ponics, Grow Rich, Hindustan Agri Business, AS Agri and Aqua, and many others. They are showcasing their top-notch products and high-end solutions to the market. Engineering systems and solutions provider Unipaths India's 836 crore IPO will be open for public subscription on Wednesday, 30th November 2022, that is tomorrow, and will conclude on December 2nd, 2022. The price band has been fixed in the range of 548 to 577 rupees a share for its 3-day initial share sale. Unipaths India IPO is entirely an offer for sale, which is OFS, by promoter group entities and existing investors. Since the IPO would be entirely an OFS, the company will not receive any proceeds from the public issue. At the upper end of the price band, the public issue is expected to fetch 836 crore rupees. Due to a sharp decline in demand across countries, India's seafood exports are projected to fall short of the $8.86 billion target set for the current fiscal year. Despite the fact that the nation's marine products exports has reached $4 billion by September of this year, major markets including the US, Europe, China and Japan are seeing a muted demand in advance of the Christmas and New Year's season. Indian Immunologicals Limited (IIL), a Hyderabad-based vaccine manufacturer, has announced plans to develop vaccines for freshwater fish. The company said that several fish vaccine candidates are currently being evaluated for the commercialization. The Central Institute of Fisheries Education (CIFE) Mumbai will provide the technology to IIL to produce 2 inactivated bacterial vaccines. The company has said it would make work with the Mumbai-based CIFE and Indian Council of Agriculture Research Institute for the commercial development of vaccine against the common bacterial diseases in freshwater fish to launch the vaccine. Arrival of fresh crops has not stopped the upsurge in the red chilli prices, which are at a historic high. Though sowing was higher, the newer crop from Madhya Pradesh is said to be below the industry's expectations. This at a time when the low inventory in cold storages is already keeping chilli prices at a higher level. Prices are ruling in the range of 250 to 500 rupees per kg range for different varieties, up to 15 to 200% from 2020-21 session. The low heat chilli from Karnataka is going at Rs 500 to 550 per kg. High prices have hit exports and domestic demands is also subdued. Rupees 3 lakh farmer loan at a 0% interest rate on horticulture crops such as maize, groundnuts and many other products was recently introduced by the Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel. The government offers grant in aid for protected horticulture farming. In order to promote the advanced cultivation of horticulture, the Chhattisgarh government is also offering technical guidance and grants on equipment like irrigation for advanced farming. Prices of agricultural crops fluctuate widely, but still this is quite shocking. A farmer from the Govt district got Rs 8.36 after selling 205 kgs of onion in the market in Bengaluru. The receipt has gone viral after the farmer posted it on social media to warn other farmers not to bring their produce to Bengaluru. The wholesaler who has issued the bill has valued the onions at Rs 200 per quintal. But after deducting Rs 24 as porter charges and Rs 377.64 towards freight, he has given farmer Rs 8.36 from the Timapur village. Nearly 50 farmers with the same story were surprised to see the price at Rs 200 per quintal, while it was around Rs 500 just a few days ago. Furious at the ridiculous prices, the farmers are now planning a protest to force the state government to announce a minimum support price for their produce. The most common pest that harm the areca palms are mealybugs, scales and spider mite. By sucking sap from the stem and leaves, they cause the plant to become spotted. If not addressed immediately, this causes yellowing of the leaves and can quickly kill the plant. The rupees 10 crore funds will be used to implement the preventive measures in the Shivmoga, Malnad and many other districts. CM Bommai told the media that the government has sent a university team also to study the pests. Excess rain during the September and October months this year has hampered the sowing of rabi crops at many places in Karnataka. Rabi crops are agricultural crops that are sown in winter and harvested in spring in India. As of date, sowing in Karnataka has been done in 74% of the total target area, which is likely to impact the yield. All the major reservoirs in the state are full. State Agriculture Department has set a target of 26.68 lakh hectares for sowing of rabi crops, of which 74% has been covered. Experts point out that the excess rainfall has caused oversaturation of soil moisture, affecting the sowing of the crops this season. Even if they sow, seedlings will not survive due to the heavily saturated soil. Pluckk, a fresh produce food tech venture, has clocked record revenues of $5 million since its launch in January 2022, making it one of the fastest growing D2C brands in the fruits and vegetable category. The revenue growth was driven by the launch of the pluckk app in April, which contributed to its growth with 1 lakh downloads in just 3 months. The company also announced its expansion in Delhi NCR, where the pilot has already been started in Gurugram, and future plans include expansion in Pune and Hyderabad as well by the end of the financial year 2023-24. Tie-ups with major e-commerce platforms like Amazon, Dunzo and Swiggy, Zepto, Reliance Signature Stores have been a major driving factor for the growth of this young startup. Lakh has currently crossed over 1 lakh customers, works with a network of over 1,000 farmers and offers a range of 250 products of essential exotics and pan-ready meal kits. The company has plans to raise funding in the next 12 to 18 months and enter into newer geographies. Sanjeev Bhisht has been elected as the chairman of the All India Spices Exporters Forum, which is AISEF, for the year 2022-23. Sanjeev is the vice president of the Spices and Aqua of Agribusiness division of ITC Limited in Andhra Pradesh. He played an instrumental role in setting up the spices business for ITC from its inception. The All India Spices Exporters Forum, established in the year 1987, works towards protecting the interest of spice exporters in the country, creating a sustainable, pro-development business environment for the industry and its stakeholders. As per the reports, British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak reaffirmed the United Kingdom's commitment to a free trade agreement with India as the part of the nation's border focused on strengthening ties with the Indo-Pacific region. Since taking over at 10 Downing Street last month, PM Rishi gave his first address on the foreign policy on Monday night at the Lord Mayor of London's banquet. As per PM Sunak, further information on the UK's foreign policy outlook will be presented in an updated integrated review in the next year, which will also involve the stronger cooperation with the Commonwealth. So here is the agricultural quiz question. Truck farming is associated with which of the following? First, vegetables. Second, milk. Third, cereals. Fourth, poultry. You can SMS your answer on the mobile number 8800023204 shown on your screen and win FTB Organics discount coupons and lots of rewards. So this was all for today. Keep watching Krishi Jagran.